I am hyped for this figure. I mean, come on! It's Link from Breath of the Wild! Just kidding, it's from Tears of the Kingdom. I know, and I got the big, overpriced version. But come on, he comes with so much stuff! And as a massive Link fan, I am hyped to finally get this figure. So let's open up this overpriced piece of plastic. Look at that, a thank you card from Good Smile. Pretty nice. Look at him! Ooh. What a great looking packaging. What a great looking figure. Alright, let's open up this bad boy. That's what Zelda said. And side on. Dang. Okay. First impressions. Oh, there's a little bit of a stench. Wow, look at all of this stuff. Dang. Alright, I'm gonna remove all this from the packaging in 3, 2, 1. There we go! Link with all of his stuff. And you know what? I both love this figure and am disappointed by him. No, I know what you're saying, but he's so expensive. I know, that's why I'm disappointed. But I also love it. So let's get on to my main issue with this figure. Why is his knees so loose, but his arms are just perfect? Excuse me? What? How do you get the arms right, the legs wrong? Anyway, visually speaking, this figure is gorgeous. Look at that detail. Look at the chainmail. And it's still flexible. He has drop-down hips. Which, I mean, okay. They're just drop-down hips. They feel good. Does he have a boot cut? No, he does not have a boot cut. But his ankle can pivot and twist and go up like that. Well, that's pretty good. Oop, much better. And if you're curious, this is how much his legs go up, which is about 90. That's pretty good. And as Link crunches, I mean, that's not the best crunch I've ever seen from a FIGMA, but that's a pretty good crunch. And his waist is easily removable for reasons we'll see later. And as you can see, there's a ball joint right there. Connected again to the rest of the torso, which can twist about that much each way, and then, back that far. And this gives you a good look into the torso, which is used for, other things. So this is a separate piece with the coil kind of anchored in there. I do kind of wish this was detachable, but I understand why it's not. But overall, this looks really nice. And there's the stitching on my boy's undies. Okay, technically it's his pants, but, or trousers. But we're not British here. Side to side. Come on, Link. Let's see you give a yaw! Hair ponytail dangles. Beautiful spread. Look at this man. Ball joint at the shoulder. Shoulder butterfly joint. And then hinge. And then we do not get a swivel at the bicep, but we do get a double jointed elbow. And then for the hands, exactly what you expect. They'll rotate, spin, whatever. Overall, articulation feels pretty good. Could be better, but I like it. And I think I'm just gonna have a ton of fun posing him. Mostly because he comes with a boatload of accessories. I'm guessing like 50 to 80% of the extra cost just comes from this giant paraglider. Though I am disappointed, we have a hand tree, but we don't fill up the hand tree. I wish he had more hands. I know that, it's kind of difficult to get multiple different types of hands. He doesn't do everything in game. But come on, at least have two different pointing fingers, and I don't know. For the price of the set, I feel like it needed more hands. The Zonai hands are very pretty, though. Look at that. That is the most subtle smile I have ever seen. Look at that. Then, of course, the famous face. I do really wish, though, that we got more faces. Come on, 3 faces. 3 faces. Come on, Figma. Why is Figma so stingy with the faces? They weren't stingy. Oh, zoom in. They weren't stingy with Mio's faces. Like, what's going on here? But we do get an extra arm with the armor ripped away. That just, oh my gosh, the detail. With the armor ripped away, and you can just see the full Zonai hand and arm, and oh, I guess there is a bicep swivel. What? Wait, hold on. I guess the bicep swivel is only on the Zonai arm. Or I guess it's just due to the sculpting. It doesn't seem to be intentional. I mean, I guess, nope, that feels pretty intentional. That is, I guess it's just because of how they have it attached, but it is really weird. His Zonai arm has a bicep swivel, but his normal arms doesn't. Why, good smile, why? I think I'm noticing a pattern with this review. Link as a figure has gorgeous detail, but I feel like the little things, the articulation, the solidity of the knee joints, the hands that should have been there, I think that all these extra little things are kind of bringing this figure down that otherwise is an amazing figure. Also, dang, this is a thick instruction manual for a Figma figure. Next, let's look at this rocket, and yeah, that's what it looked like in game. Is this even plastic? Oh no, there's a little paint overbleed in for the price right smack on like the main section of it that you're gonna be looking at. That is mighty unfortunate. Overall, really cool. Dang, look at this shield. It is different from Skyward Sword shield, though at first glance it looked identical, other than the color. And that silver finish, ooh. And we have the Traveler shield, and look at those little bang up marks, look at that. You can tell this thing has been used in battle, and it is pretty. And look at those serpents, ooh. Honestly, the little bronze colored finish on here just adds, oh my gosh, it just looks so good. As much as I complain about the figure itself and the price, I mean, these are gorgeous pieces, and that is in fact what the rocks look like in game, and this has a decent bit of heft to it. This is a fun little thing just to hold as a person, not just as a figure. But yeah, this is probably why they made the arms perfect tightness, because otherwise they would not be able to hold this. Then of course we have the Master Sword, and it's looking as glorious as ever. I mean, it looks like every other Figma Master Sword you've ever seen, but that's okay, it is still really cool. And of course the half, what is it called again, when you're going through the ceiling? Yeah, that ability, that looks pretty cool. I guess it can also use it as like a fusion effect or something like that. And then of course, as you add on to the rocket, you have this little fire effect. And let's see, can this just plug in right there? Nice. That's pretty nice. And of course the hilt for the Master Sword, which this just slides right in perfectly. Oh, it does look, how the heck? Okay, now that's cool. And then lastly, we have the Zonai bow and the arrow. Does it have a place to connect? Nintendo logic. Yeah, that is all. Oh, wait, that's not everything. We also have the cape, which I wish was wired, but okay, it looks really nice, accurate to the games. Why doesn't he have a separate piece for a hood? Over $100, guys. Come on. Also, the stand is just the big stand. Pretty neat. Oh, and as per usual, as I knock everything over, you get 2 extra pieces in case you break the pegs, and a Figma bag. Perfect. Oh, and adapter pieces. Dang, that's a monster of a head. Bruh, Figma really gave us 2 faces that are almost identical except for slight variations, and then only gave us 3 faceplates. Also, only 1 front hairpiece. The other links came with alternate hairpieces to show them flowing in the wind. Like, what? Oh, and this is what Link's hole looks like. His head hole. Alright, I think that Link has a handle on things. But dang, look at this man. He looks so cool. And with the shield, you can just take off that and hopefully it doesn't break. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Ooh. And also remove. Hold on. That. There we go. And then just take off his other hand. Place his newly attached one right there. Take this. And let's see, does it fit? I know that previous links, it doesn't always fit, and it's a little bit finicky, but as long as you line it up properly, wow, I'm having a great time with this. Oh, and you can remove the button by, there we go, by pressing it on that side, wedging your fingernails in, and then pulling. And that allows you to do some fusion! Ha! And that's how you then attach the fire. There we go. Link was holding it with his arm. He would be able to rock it off just like in the games. Epic. Ah, that's cape. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed with the cape. It's not wired, so it just kind of flops around. It looks good for the most part. I don't know, it just feels kind of awkward on this figure. Yeah, I mean, plus with the lack of a hood, but you know what? He still looks cool. Really needed that hood for him to be able to dramatically take off, though. Ooh, that's a big rock. A little bit too big of a rock. It looks like the wrist, yep. Ooh, that's too heavy for him. Well, that's minorly unfortunate. But that's okay. I wish you could remove the stone to make it just a normal stick, but that's okay. It still looks really nice, but I don't think I'll be able to really display him with it because, you know, it's a little bit too loose. And you could even put the arrow in his fist to get that really cool arrow drawn effect. Dang. And I guess if you wanted to, like... they don't really give you the parts to do that, but that would look cool. Whee! Alright, I think it's time that we take our favorite Linky boy and do a size comparison. Alright, so I had gotten a hint that this Link is a little big. Here is Classic Link, or Link Between Worlds Link. And you know what? He's a short guy. As a child, that makes sense. If I can get him to stand, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. But here's Skyward Sword Link. Before I show you him, remember, Tears of the Kingdom Link is like 5'4", 5'5". He's shorter than Skyward Sword Link is. This Link is tall. And by tall, I mean, instead of sticking strictly to that 1/12 scale, they went a little bigger. In fact, I'd say it's closer to Western 1/12 scale. Here is, what's her name? Cammy. Here's Cammy from Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2. Wow, I'm just really knocking this segment out of the park. And here is Ryu from, well, Jada Toys Ryu, also from Street Fighter 2. Here he is next to Ryu from Jada Toys. And that just gives you a good sense of scale and the Princess Redive character. There we go. Look at that height comparison. That is crazy. So this guy is definitely not in scale. Definitely way too big. But you know what? Because he's so pricey, I kind of don't care. And they got so much detail in him that I kind of don't mind. It's still very annoying that he's not in scale. but I think the figure, detail-wise, pulls it off well enough for it not to matter as much. Alright, now let's get the internet's favorite femboy nice and posed up. Hey, and thank you for watching my little review. I hope you had a great day, and yeah, let me talk about what I'm missing from this set. We needed a normal sword, not a master sword, not a trap, but more along the lines of a traveler sword or a soldier sword. Probably also a broadsword, but definitely more faces. We should have had the Link is cold face, we should have had the Link cooking face. The fact that we only have 3 faces is a big disappointment. But you know what? It's still a really detailed figure. I still love it. It's still fun. And thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.